set. 5500. Ready, one.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Boy, did I miss y'all the last day and a half or so. I cannot believe it has just been mayhem trying to stream these last few days here before we pack up and move. Apologies, y'all. I guess when the Weed Eater contacted the fiber line, it pulled the connectors apart in the box on the outside of the house. And I even went out there and looked, and they looked fine to me, but I guess it was inside of the connectors, so it wasn't working until someone came out today and finally fixed it. They re-secured the cable up against the house. Hopefully that won't happen again. But nevertheless, we are finally back, and we are going live. Apologize again for that. I was all jacked up to do that stream on Thursday or Friday, whatever day it is. I don't even know what day it is anymore, y'all. But we're live. We're going live tonight. We got a flight. This will be a fun one. We're leaving the iniBuilds Milwaukee Airport, headed down to Washington, D.C. in the FSS E190. And believe it or not, the first E190 that I ever flew on my first leg of OE was in this exact paint job right here. It was tail 165. This is 164. But same exact paint job. So the very first time I saw a 190, the very first time I stepped foot on a 190, it was this puppy right here. So it really is a blast from the past. Good old Midwest Airlines, big seating, cookies, just absolutely fantastic. This livery is done by Whiskey Throttle on the Flight Sim TO. He is cranking out some fantastic liveries. So if you want this, check it out on the Flight Sim TO. Make sure you give it a like, leave a comment. We'll leave him a tip, buy him a coffee, because he's cranking out some phenomenal retro liveries. And this one is close to my heart. So it's going to be a fun night, y'all. It's going to be a fun night. Alexa Rassas, thank you so much for the 37 months of support. Gonna watch until I fall asleep. Well, we'll be here with you till the end, Aleek. So thank you so much for checking in. Thanks for all the support for 37 months. And Alfie Douglas also jumping with 40 months of support. Appreciate you. 40 months. Hope Team V1 are doing well before the move. Alfie, man, so far so good. Everything is good right now. I got a clean bill of health from the doctor, so that was good. We were talking about it on the members only stream before that got cut short. But yes, everybody is physically doing well. Mentally, there's a lot of stressors going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. We're under contract to close on Tuesday. The buyers are being sketchy now. They're trying to I don't know. I don't like it. Doesn't give me the warm fuzzies, but hey, we're going to have fun tonight. We're going to let all those stressors go away as we enjoy some Microsoft Flight Simulator. The cookies were the best. Yes, Charles, the cookies on Midwest. So actually, when we were flying the 190s, they still had the cookies, and we used them for charter. And it was, oh my gosh, dude. I mean, fantastic stuff. And then Frontier adopted it for a little while, right? I think. And then, or I'm sorry, not Frontier. Yeah, Frontier. And then eventually when they split off from Republic, then that went away. But yes, cookies were good. Service was good. Unfortunate. Mid-X, call sign Mid-X tonight is no longer with us. But it should be fun. I'm just happy that everyone's here, and I hope that the internet holds out. Hopefully everything is good here. I got my chocolate chip cookies ready in my oven. They will be served after 10,000 feet. Dynasty 001, you know what, man? You could smell those suckers from the cockpit door, and it was just like your mouth would start watering, dude. Your mouth would start watering. Houston got some bad weather yesterday. Yeah, Houston got hammered pretty bad, man. It's been a crazy couple of weeks here, this end of spring, really, as far as weather's concerned. So I hope y'all are staying safe out there, especially in the middle part of the country or in the Midwest. Now, before we hop into the jet, check this airport out, y'all. This is a free scenery from iniBuilds. You can download it on the manager. It is absolutely payware quality. I think I removed cars just to get extra juice frames, but you got some folks here going to the terminal, meeting up with grandma, and just what a nice little scenery if you want to fly somewhere other than, I got rid of all the landside cars. That's what I did. If you want a scenery and kind of that's an alternate to Chicago or something like that, you don't want to fly to Chicago, Cleveland, but you still want to be in the same general vicinity. Milwaukee, often overlooked, but a great little airport. Here's the Southwest gates over here. Check this out. This is sweet. We should have parked over at these gates. Look at this. For free. Completely free. Got to shout out iniBuilds for just, making awesome stuff for the community. So definitely, I don't know why you wouldn't have this airport installed, because it's a good one. I always like to check these boards here. Let's see what we got. We always got to do a quick little check on the board here. Milwaukee. It would be cool if this was retro. Spirit Airlines canceled. Look at that. We got Southwest there must have been. Look at all the cancellations. Look at this. This must have been taken from some type of major weather day. Almost everything is canceled on here. But all right, cool. We even got a little. What is this little shop right here? A little Harvest and Grounds or something. Man. All right, enough messing around with the terminal. Let's get over to the jet and let's get this thing fired up. Zachary Contrabasso, thank you so much for the support for 6 months, my man. Appreciate you. Happy Friday. Right back at you. Right back at you. When are we getting V1 virtual airline? Chris Levin, the options are, we'll see. There's going to be a lot of changes coming to the channel here in the short term as we make the move back to Texas, and the streaming side of content goes down for a while, but I'm still gonna make content for you. I have some ideas. I don't know. I love the live interaction. I do. I really truly love the live interaction. We'll see what I can do about that, but we'll see. I have some ideas. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole. Romulus, 54,000 months of support, dude. Appreciate you. I hope you remembered to update your air rack. I actually did, Romulus. I updated it right before I left. I set up the stream, and then I left, and I came back, and the internet was out. So I downloaded everything. I was forced to fly X-Plane 12 for 2 days, y'all. And we'll talk about that in cruise, my experience with the latest and greatest update, because I couldn't even launch Microsoft Flight Simulator without internet, because I have the store version. It kept telling me to insert disk. I'm like, I don't even have a disk drive on my PC. So without internet, I couldn't even launch Microsoft Flight Sim. I was forced to fly X-Plane 12 for 2 days. We'll talk about it in cruise. It'll be good. Let's go ahead and fire this puppy up. Let's get this show on the road, because we do have a second stream later tonight. We are flying the the Piston Duke tonight. All right, and it's going to be absolute juice. So let's go ahead and get this. Battery 1, battery 2, GPU on, please. Emergency exit lights armed, no smoking, off, fasten seatbelts off. Everything looks good. Here we go, nav on, logo light on. Everything is in the normal position for right now. Jet's going to come to life. Let's let her wake up. Rubes for 9 months of support. Appreciate you, dude. All the best and safe travels back to Texas. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's going to be, I'm looking forward to the day, man. I'll be honest with you. We are counting the days. I got one last trip tomorrow as an Atlanta-based crew member. Going to Minneapolis, of all places. But I'm going out in the evening. I'm doing the night turn tomorrow, which I haven't done a night turn to Minneapolis in a while. Someone please tell me the weather's going to be good. Maybe that's why I got stuck with it, because someone didn't want it, and I got my night turn on Minneapolis tomorrow. Anyways. All right, we got power up there. That looks good. Everything else is fine here at the gate. Let's jump down into the box. Let's go ahead and put you on standby. I see ATC hopped online. Excellent. So we got ATC on here in Milwaukee. We got our destination, Uker 6 sample Adamine, basically as filed, it looks like. Altitude 390, squawk 3114. 3114. We'll throw that in the transponder code right now. Cleared Uker 5,000 initial. 390, 10 after departure is 2035. So we'll put 2035 here for departure. And it looks like tower and ground are online. So we'll put 21.8 on number 1. And then I got to redo it here. I'll go 2030. Actually, I tell you what, we're going to need tower after ground, right? That's how we do it in real life. So we should have, 250-hour move right there. 21.8 for ground, 24.57 for tower online. We'll have to, I'll tell you what we can do. Can we go FO? Oh, we can do COM 2. Let's do COM 2 2035. We'll put it on COM 2 so we don't have to.
American 2100 Milwaukee ground. I'm about to send you your PTC right now.
We just had a bunch of rain in Texas over the past few months. Chase B, I know. People are showing me pictures of the lakes that are completely flooded out, man. It's pretty wild. Let's go over to map view, and we're going to put the TCAS and VertProf on there just so it looks semi-normal. And then we're going to go back to the systems with the door page right here. And then the first officer, we're going to throw the flight control page on, so we remember to do that after engine start. Oh, I don't think I did the self-test. We got to pressurize. System 2 and 3A on after start. We may have failed the bit test. We shall see what happens, though. Hopefully, hide pump not auto. We got to do that bit test. So we do have the power-up sequence here on this aircraft. So let's go back to the map page now because we're going to build up our flight plan. We'll go to FPL. We have a current database, excellent route page. Flight plan request, please. Oh, we have to do the thing first. I always screw this up. Flight plan. No, hold on. How do I always screw this up? Route page. Destination is DCA. And our flight ID is Mid-Express. MEP, right? Yeah. Mid-X. MEP 357. We'll put you right there. And now we send that. We should put it out there. M68 Ken, thank you for joining the channel. Welcome to Private Pilot, sir. Glad to have you on board. You'll actually have pretty decent weather up here. Partly cloudy, high of 81. AJ, good to see you, man. AJ, I got to tell you, dude. I was thinking about you and Gus when I was forced to fly X-Plane for the last 2 days. There were some pluses, but my eyes are still recovering. There were some pluses. All right, our flight plan, we're going to apply the active. That should be us right there. And it didn't say what we're expecting, but the winds are out of the east. I'm planning on getting runway 9, or is it 7? 7 right for departure, what we're planning on the Uker 6. And we're going out to the Delhi transition. No, sample transition. Sample transition. We'll apply that. All right, so now we go to the next page, arrival. Now we're going to load up DCA. Let me check the weather in DC via Navigraph real
American
quick.
2100, push and start approved.
How'd the ribs come out, Nate? Oh, they were fantastic, man. They were absolutely fantastic. Weather in Ronald Reagan, 110 at 17, 110 at 7. So what does that mean? Arrivals 19. Ooh. Ooh, maybe we'll get the River Visual 19, huh? So if that's the case, I'm going to put in, I'll put the RNAV 19 in there as a backup. So we're going to go runway 19er, RNAV 19er, Alpha Fergie transition, and we're coming down the Freedom 6 arrival, which is going to be spicy because we don't have a true VNAV. So this one will be a true test, y'all, because we don't have VNAV yet, but we're going to have to be Johnny on the spot with this arrival coming down here. We're going off Bucko transition, looking at my chart there. So Bucko transition, Fergie, RNAV, runway 19, apply, and we are pretty much done. We'll scroll all the way over to the end. Beautiful. Perf and knit. This is where we stop. We're going to go over and we're going to let the FO load the box here. So I've got our flight plan loaded up here. You can see we've already loaded it from SimBrief. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Let's go to departure, and we're going to run runway 7 right. And we'll do dry condition, flaps 1. We don't do a second runway. We'll update the winds. We'll calculate all of that good stuff. We'll do a real-time loading. And then manifest we will send to McDo. So let's make sure we get everything we got here. And let's go ahead and start GS exporting as well. I totally spaced on that. Let me reload you real quick. Request boarding, please. And we'll use Southwest, I guess. Double check here. We got to not mess up our trim like we did last time. 2.3 flaps 1. We'll send that to the McDo. With that going to the McDo, you'll see the first officer begins doing the programming. So we also got to open the doors for them here. We'll go to our ground here, and we will open you, and no, crew's already on board, and we'll open you as well. Cargo's opening, and we are getting ready to go. Man, the X-plane anti-aliasing is broken. Even now, the only thing I like about it is the ground physics. Yeah, Rahul, I can hear you, man. Booked my trip back home, taking the 321 Neo into Phoenix. I'm excited. Never been on Neo yet. Zachary Contrabasso.
That's no problem.
That's awesome, man.
American 2100.
Enjoy
taxi, runway 1 left. Taxi via Bravo Victor.
What's your favorite
uniform,
in real life
Echo,
airport? No,
Tango.
there's too many to name, dude. I don't even know.
Runway 25
I don't
left.
even know. Open rear left cargo. We're going over there too.
Taxi via Bravo Victor.
I don't have a rear left cargo. Open cargo front. All open. Oh, maybe you want this one. We'll open all the things. How about that? We used to open these doors here and just have like air come in. On the 190 when we do charter, we used to open up both doors, so we didn't have to run the AP or anything. Can't do that. Well, it depends on your SOP. Can't do it now for us anymore on the bus, but when we did charter stuff on the 190s, we used to always just open up the doors, let the nice cool breeze flow through the cabin. At least you get free snacks for Southwest, yeah. Running sucks. I don't know who thought it was a good idea, but they need to rethink. Yeah, water. I'm not a runner myself, man. I don't like running at all. Eagle 1, greetings. Can't stick around. Headed out to a party. Smoked short ribs on the menu. Ooh. Take it easy. Eagle 1. Out. Need an E145. You know, do we not have a 145 in Microsoft Flight Sim? I know we have the CRJ. There is no 145, is there? That's actually very surprising to me. With as popular as that jet is. Especially was. I mean, it still is popular, but everybody loves free snacks. Force Raptor, FC Receptor. I'm just jacked to be live with y'all tonight. And you know what kind of scared me is right before I went live, I was in the Discord, and my internet went out again, but it was intermittent. I think they're working on stuff around this area because I also have been getting emails saying that your service is down, and then like in the middle of the night, and then it comes back on at 5 a.m. or something. I think there's some working going on in the area because fiber is kind of new to Spectrum out here in this part of the woods, and let's just hope we don't run into those issues tonight. Doing some classic American E-Ops in the white paint would be awesome. Doing a 145. Yeah, Zachary, it sure would, man. If we ever get a 145, I think the first one I ever flew on was actually at a 135 in all wet American Eagle paint out of San Jose, and we went San Jose to, I want to say we went San Jose to Reno. That doesn't sound right. I don't think we went all the way to... Did we go to Phoenix on a 135? We might have gone San Jose, Phoenix on an Embraer 135. I mean, this was a long time ago. All white. And I remember because I was in a jazz band at the time, and I had a trumpet case. I was traveling with my mom, and the trumpet case like barely fit in the overhead bin. And a trumpet case isn't that big. That's just how tight those 135s were. It might have been a 140, Neil. I'd have to double check. You looking forward to better fishing, Alfie? Oh yeah, dude. I went back, so I already drove my truck and the boat. I already towed it out there to the house, and I fished fished 2 tournaments out there already. Caught more fish in those 2 tournaments than I have the whole year I've been in Georgia. So yeah, I can't wait, Alfie. Plus, there's a new lake in Texas, which I've already fished a couple times as well. I drove my truck and boat out there because it was a new lake that just opened up. I was like, how many opportunities do you have to fish a brand new lake? Lake Bodark. Was based at MKE, first non-CFI gig, Czech Holland, and Cessna 210s. RIP Prompt Air. Was it Prompt Air? Colin signed Scope. Most proficient I've ever been. Tim K, absolutely guaranteed. I'm right there with you, man. That's the most proficient I probably ever was, too. Flying checks. Tim K, do you remember Freight Runners Express? I think it was further east than Milwaukee. But I had some friends at Freight Runners where I went to. My other operator, they went to Freight Runners Express, and it was up kind of in this area. Al W, you played big band once upon a time? Really? Good deal, man. My one and only emergency actually happened in Milwaukee? Really? How do fishes move to the new lake? Dyson, well, the lake has been under construction for about 7 or 8 years now. Been keeping track of it, and they had holding ponds, so they stock them. The Texas Parks and Wildlife, I will never complain ever again for spending $1 on a fishing license or a hunting license or anything for Texas Parks and Wildlife, because they are the best. I've seen what like the Georgia Wildlife Department does out here, and it's just like nothing. And it's not even just Georgia. California is basically non-existent. Arizona doesn't. I mean, there is no better wildlife department that I've ever been around or been involved in than in Texas. And so what they did at this new lake, Tyson, is they actually had stock ponds, and they filled the ponds up. That was like the first thing they did. And they started raising fish in these ponds. Then they stock them with hatchlings as well, as the lake filled up. But yeah, once the lake got so high, then the ponds flooded out. So then all the fish are kind of in the lake. And then that was way back at the early stages of the lake. And then it's been, like I said, about 7 years. So they've had about 7 different spawn cycles. So not a ton of huge fish there yet, but there are some good ones. And they're all fresh, man. Nothing like new fish. Haven't seen lures before. Thomas Garcia, good to see you, man. From PSA Dispatch, expect light to moderate turbulence from 29 to 38 en route to DCA. Thomas Garcia, thank you so much. We got our dispatcher in chat. We'll expect that. We'll make our PA accordingly. We might have to keep that seatbelt sign on once we get up to our higher flight levels, huh? Jeremy Harvey, good to see you. Just saw one of your shorts, and I wonder what the 2-round lightning bolt means on your radar. 2-round lightning bolt symbols. It means there's lightning detected. Lightning strikes in those cells, Jeremy. It's actual lightning. That's the RDR 4000. It's a very advanced weather radar on the Airbus, and it's awesome. All right, we're going to go ahead and fire up the APU. We're boarding. We got to get the air on. APU start. Let's go outside and take a listen. Whoa. Oh, we got a Southwest right there. Andre Henry, it's Lake Bodark. Bodark Lake. It's way off. It's up north off 82. But if you're wanting to go fish, go check it out, because, like I said, it's a new lake, and get it while it's new. If you can go fast enough, you might get direct bucko. Really? All right, Lauren. Good to see you. RP Gamerist, good to see you, man. Hello, V1 gang. Still need to pick up an E-Jet for myself. Yes, sir. They're fun, no doubt. All right, we got the air on. We got everything else on. Our hydraulic bit actually looks like it passed. Our hydraulic P-bit test passed. That looks good. 450 and 0. Let's finish up our perf data here. Cruise flight level. We're going to 390, which seems aggressive. Cruise winds, I'm not going to enter them. because I don't know where they are and I don't want to take time to load them in, but we'll be fine. Gross weight is loading actively. That's good. And we'll do, I'll tell you what, we're going to do our takeoff speeds after we're loaded up here, just to be safe. And I'll tell you what we can also do is we'll close up that door. We don't need it anymore. And we actually have charts on this thingy here, so we can load a KMKE. Hopefully we'll expect 7 right out of here. No IFE today, Rahul. Short flight, short flight. Only about 500 miles or so. Airtime just over an hour. And we're going to be climbing up to cruise, and then we got to plan for our, we have to plan for the Freedom arrival, which is going to be spicy. So we are over here, I believe. So we want to push nose right, tail left, probably get the Bravo loop around. Uh-oh, we're about boarded up. Oh, 88 for 10, almost all loaded up. So apparently not every carrier has that model. Yeah, they're only on our newer jets, Jeremy. That's the RDR 4000. That's the newest radar from. I keep calling it the RDR 4000. I hope that's what it's actually called. But yeah, it's the newest one from Airbus, and it's super powerful. It even takes into account your position and the time of season or the time of year to help determine what type of convective activity is in front of the jet. Like, is there hail in there? Because what's the potential of hail or ice as opposed to just rain? All that good stuff. Our initial climb altitude was 5,000. So 5,000 is set, and we'll do our takeoff speeds here in a minute. We'll do our flight control checks. Everything else is ready to go. So we are almost boarded up. There's 99,400 right there. Paxman, good to see you, Cap. Just recovering from spine surgery yesterday, so plenty of time to hang out and watch the streams. Paxman, we wish you a speedy recovery, man. Glad to have you on board, and we'll help you get through recovery together. Do you know why the Simbraer wouldn't log my Simbri flight plan in it? Good man, I don't know why. I haven't had that issue. Make sure you go, when you load it, you actually have to click the little amber arrow up here. That would be the only thing I could think of. That's the only thing I can think of. All right, let's come down here. Let's do our takeoff data set. So we're going to go next page. We're going to do a TO1 Addix Flex. No, we're not flexing on. Everything else is on. FMS takeoff speeds. We're doing flap 1 off TO1. Pitch trim is takeoff pitch 11 degrees, 21, 26, 32, 3379. We'll
midway ground left.
FMS speeds. 33 is bugged. Our trim is 2.3.
Milwaukee ground left. They're calling. Say again.
2.3 on the takeoff trim. Not going to over trim it this time. 2.3 is set. We're ready to go, chat. Let's get the beacon on. And let's button up shop. And let's disconnect from ground power.
But is it cost of
Milwaukee ground, hello, I was Supra 705 on the cargo apron requesting pushback.
Supra 705, Milwaukee ground, push and start approved. Advise when ready for taxi with the latest information.
Captain, we are ready for pushback.
Charles McClure, welcome to commercial pilot. Glad to have you on board, man. Thank you for joining the channel, supporting the channel. Appreciate you. I need a ram horn yoke to fly this plane. Thomas Garcia, that's funny. Yeah, that would be interesting if Thrustmaster would make a ram's horn yoke.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
All right, we need the jetway to go away. Maybe I need to be chalked. Huh, we're gonna take the jetway with us, chat.
Locking gear.
We're taking the jetway with us. Yeah, Chase B, the APU is super loud. Now, I will say, look at these textures, though. Textures are awesome. I freaking love the 190. Look at the dirt hanging off the back of this leading edge, or trailing edge, rather. The sounds. I feel like Oh boy, facing north on ramp. Sure.
Release parking brakes,
I
please.
feel like the sounds aren't as good as they used to be. Well, let's see here together. Brakes are released.
Commencing push.
Clear to push.
All engines clear. Start
We're
at will.
gonna look here until we get away from the jetway there. Zippy, I'm back with a working Surefire. Heck yeah, man! Glad we got you up and running, D.
Attention all aircraft. Latest information. Sierra is now current.
Ooh.
Winds 080 at 7. Altimeter 2978. Landing and departing. Runway 7 right.
Yes. Look at the dirt. Look at the dirt coming off that aqueduct. I love this livery. Again, Flight Sim TO, Whiskey Throttle. Whiskey Throttle has just been on fire with the liveries lately. He even made a custom Duke livery. We watched it in the, if you were a member, you saw the members only stream, or part of it until I got cut short. But now that livery is on the Piston Duke as well, which we might take the Piston Duke out tonight. I remember that when I flew an Embraer 190 in real life, the aircraft AC was really nice and cold. Oh yeah. Air conditioning on the Embraer was always nice and cold, man. Way, way better than the CRJs. Way, way better. The flight no dispatch can also go away after you start the engines, I believe. Yes, Benny. We had that issue, I think, when we flew this airplane right after it updated. We noticed that. We had flight control no dispatch. We Pushback started up and it went away.
Please set parking brakes.
Brakes are set. Clear to disconnect. Show me the pin out front. We're starting them up. All right, y'all. Here we go.
435.
Real hard to start
ground.
these.
Good afternoon.
Turn 1.
Push and start is approved. Expect runway 7 right.
I'm going to mute ground for a second.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
This wine's Lauren. My wife just dropped me some wine too.
Left is clear.
My wife
Right
just
is
brought
clear.
me some wine in a coffee mug because we packed up all our glasses. So I'm currently drinking out of actually this is, we got this when we went to Hawaii, USS Arizona battleship mug. Drinking wine. Classy, man. It's classy stuff here. Only the classiest for Midwest Express. I mean, that was a pretty decent startup sound. We got a good start on number 1. Let's go ahead and turn 2. There's our tug, tow, and pin. Give her the flash. Oh, we should have done that. That and sterile is on. We'd give her a little nose light flash. Cool. We're going to start 2 as well. Get out of here with that tug. Starting 2. It'll be from behind the wing. Let's listen from behind the wing. Probably can't hear much. Oh, the system wine? Lauren, sorry. I'm here drinking my real wine. Yeah, but the wine is pretty good though. Like the WHINE. Josh, you want me to do the SIA thing at MSPY? You gonna be on live ATC? I don't know which leg I'm gonna fly. I'm flying with a buddy of mine. He's a cool dude. He was an MP. He used to live up in Alaska. Just moved to Tennessee. He commutes down from Tennessee to Atlanta, and just super cool FO. I love flying with him. So we actually had a 2-day trip Sunday, Monday, but I dropped that one. So last trip will be with him. Not sure which leg I'll do. I might fly to Mini, and then I wouldn't be on the radio on the way back. Or I might just take the return leg. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the weather's doing. It doesn't matter. He's a good pilot anyway. Hey, at least you aren't drinking straight from the carton. True, Chaos. True. Remember the E-Jet engine sounds are kind of boring in real life compared? Yeah, they are. They are. All right, we got 2 good engine starts. That's closed. Let's go to flaps 1 from right here. No, that's not the flap lever. Where's my flap lever? There's my flap lever. I'm moving my Airbus throttle quadrant flap lever. Paxman, I'd love it, man. Send it on my way. You love the E-Jets, but the ERJs are overpowered? Oh, I love the overpoweredness, man. All right, flaps 1, takeoff trim 2.3. Hydraulic pump not auto. We're going to go back to auto for you. APU is off. Let's do a flight control check on the FO side. Gotta love it. That looks good. We'll put you back on the map page. We're on map page, and we're let's pull up to a movement area sign, and then we will call ground control. Nose lights are coming on.
Taxi.
That's in ground. ATC is coming on. Getting a little bit of stutter.
705, runway 7 right. Taxi via Alpha 4.
Taxiing runway 7 right, Alpha 4, Airbus 68705.
Milwaukee ground, good afternoon. Mid-X 357, just off Charlie 11, ready taxi, Sierra.
FSS E190, Milwaukee ground, good afternoon, runway 7 right. Taxi via taxi via Kilo Echo Alpha.
7 right, taxi via Kilo Echo and Alpha for Mid-X 7, Mid-X 357. All right. Let me get my frame gen back on this screen. All right, we're coming out here. We got to go find our way around. Kilo, Echo, and Alpha. Being from Milwaukee, my favorite part of Milwaukee is the viewing area by 19 right where you can turn your car around ATC. That's pretty cool, Aaron, right? White, I've never actually been around the Milwaukee airport. I've been in and out a few times. But never actually, I don't think I've ever overnighted in Milwaukee even. All right, Kilo, right turn, Echo, or left turn. Hold on. So Kilo, Echo, and Alpha. I think we go right up there. Yeah, we go right up here. Yeah, I used you as a notepad. Yeah, that stutter going back and forth was from frame gen. I had it off the screen, so I had frame gen off. All right, here is Echo. We'll make the slight right turn on Echo.
Milwaukee ground, experimental, November 9er00, Mike, like to pick up IFR clearance to Midway.
They got these half-liter wine boxes at Target that look like coconut water.
Aero secret contact, shower, have a good
Are you talking about Franzia?
Contacting Tower, Airbus 68705,
I mean,
thank you.
And last call, Milwaukee.
We used to have
Milwaukee
Franzia
ground.
parties back in the day.
It was 9er00, Mike.
990 Mike, clearance on request, standby.
I'm going to turn TCAS off because the way it's displaying is not quite proper. Spin my heading bug around about 070. Here comes Alpha. Be a right turn on Alpha. What's your opinion on Say Attention's AI?
It's November 99900 Mike.
You know what? I don't know much about it.
I do not have a clearance for you. The last clearance that is coming up when
I don't have any real knowledge of any of those AI ATC programs or anything. I mean, I think the idea is cool of them. I've seen a little bit of.
Sorry, it auto-populated my previous airport.
I can't remember.
Let me file a new one from here.
Who did it? It wasn't Jeff Fabiano. I think it was Flight Deck Sim did a video on it, like that AI ATC. I watched a few minutes of it. I mean, it looks all right. I think it's a good tool if you really want to learn to work, or maybe to work up to VATSIM. Probably a good tool.
Alright, no walking
or
ground.
work up to
990,
pilot
Mike.
edge, something
I
like
just
that?
filed a new flight plan, should be in there.
Roger. I do have it now. Is the PDC going to work for you?
Sure.
Wine Cube comes in a half-liter pint box or bigger. Huh. I don't know if I've heard of it. I'm sure my wife probably has, though. She probably used to take them out.
12.
She used to get like the little...
Runway 7 right.
They look like the little coconut
Taxi
water.
via
You ever seen like those cardboard coconut water things? It's like that size, but wine. Box wine. Target the French state. Is the MFE touchscreen in real life? No, you use the CCD, Jeremy, right here. So this would be your mouse pad, and this is the PFD, MFD, and the iCast that you would switch, and then you could scroll right here with these two knobs for zoom. But they make it.
Mike Echo Papa,
I like that.
357, contact tower.
Come on, man, mid-X. Over to tower, mid-X 357.
Have a good flight.
Thanks for seeing you. All right, 2457 is up. 2035 is in standby. I'm pretty quiet. Oh, you know what? That's why. Sorry, my sim audio is like all the way up. Sorry, y'all. All right, we need to fly a runway heading out of here. I'd imagine we'll get a heading. We're up to 5,000 feet, so let's go ahead and hit our little TO thing. Roll TO. We will arm the auto throttle. TO, roll TO, LNAV is armed. We might change that to heading once we get up here on tower. It might give us a runway heading. Lauren, I don't want to look up my chart. What am I supposed to do off runway 7 here for this departure? I think it's just a radar vector. Some of our devs really want you to be able to use the trackball in the 380. Really? Oh, man. Now we're going to need a trackball hardware. Honestly, that might be kind of cool. If you think about it. No, auto brakes aren't on. Crisis averted. I tell you what, let's do this.
Takeoff, okay.
There we go. So no surprises. If you remember from our LaGuardia stream where we pretty much tail-striked it, we got a no takeoff. Spoiler. No takeoff brake. All vectors. All right, good. That's what I like to hear. I'm vectors only when wine is involved, Lauren. So I was going to do the bourbon tonight, but we packed up all of the stuff. So it was either like I had a little bit of bullet bourbon left, and I was like, I don't know if I just want to go straight bourbon tonight. I wanted do my little tea, little bourbon tea, a shot of lime. But we didn't have any of that, so she brought down some wine. When wine's involved, I need vectors. Yeah, the paint job on number 2 engine. Oh yeah, Charles, yeah. So I think if Whiskey Throttle doesn't know about it already, hopefully he does, and he'll probably make an update. But yes, the number 2 engine should have 3 stripes for first officer, and then this one should have 4 stripes, right? So yeah, it's probably just a small miscalculation. Whiskey Throttle is extremely detail oriented. I'm actually surprised I missed that. All right, here we are, 7 right, Alpha 5. We're gonna get a heading on departure. We'll change that, but right now we are TO, roll TO, 5,000 is blue. Our squawk code is set. Departure's in the standby. Let's put the flight plan page up over here so we know where we're going. Godspeed, chat. We're taking this bird on ATC Friday night to the East Coast. What could be better? Smash down that like button. Let's have a good night. Target afternoon, mid-X 357, holding short, 7 right, ready for departure. Hopefully I got the right freak. 2457. 2457. Says I'm still transmitting. No, it doesn't. No, that's weird. That scared me. It says TX down there. .57. 124.575. Oh, I don't like that. That's my bad. Now I gotta put the departure freak in there. Milwaukee Tower, sorry about that. Mid-X 357, holding short, 7 right, ready for departure.
357, no problem. Milwaukee Tower, fly runway heading, runway 7 right for takeoff, 1080.
Runway 7 right, runway heading, clear for takeoff, mid-X 357. All right, 070, so heading is selected. Well, it's in roll right now. We'll have to figure it out. Godspeed. Lights are coming on. Ding dong. Ding dong. Oh, I do have a cam though. Yeah, we do have our cams on, so we should be ready to go. Mid-X sounds like an insult for FedEx. Not anymore, man. FedEx is having some issues, dude. I'm trying to figure out why it's so bright out here, but we're like Central Time, aren't we? We're going to be flying into the evening. Runway heading, 0 sounds 070S. TO is armed, 33 is on the speed. Y'all ready? Let's get those yogas in chat. Spool them up 50, rolling takeoff. Here we go. Alright, so we're TO. Auto throttle is green. Here we go. Airspeed's live.
1612, runway 7 right, line up away.
7 right, line up away. Alright, we can top.
80 knots.
Thrust set. Throttle hold. V1.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate. Don't tell Captain Canada. Much better rotation than when we were over trim. Positive rate. Gear up. Fly with. I don't know why we got that vapor effect there. I think that's their effects are definitely a work in progress. Select heading.
FedEx 357 contact, Chicago Center 130, punch refund.
Over departure. Mid-X 357. Next frequency. See ya.
Yo.
Let's actually fly the jet now. Plenty of time for juice view later. Alright, we are 2.2 for 5,000. Runway heading. Our speeding up. We're speed elevator to 200. Let's go ahead and select flaps 0. Chicago, good afternoon. Mid-X 357 2.5. Climb 5,000. Runway heading.
FX 357 Chicago Center radar contact. Climb and maintain 13000.
Climb and maintain 13000. Mid-X 357. 13,000 is set. Keep pitching up here for the speed. 200k knots. Speed on elevator, auto throttle, heading, flight level change to 13,000. There's a little bit more trim in there. Oh, now it's going up to 250. Let's go ahead and fix that 13.1, make it an even 13.
Walker 2409, proceed direct to Olin.
Yeah, they're working on that vapor effect. I think it's actually worse on this latest update. They're trying to get their own like South Oaks effects, you know, that thing. All right, we're 5 for 13,000. After takeoff, checklist, flaps are up, gear is up, auto brake is off. Pretty good takeoff, pretty good rotation. Felt much better than before. Did you even vape, bro? The thing's got vapor like it's a 380. All right, here comes our 250 knots. We'll go ahead and get a little more back pressure in there. Probably about just under 10 degrees, I would imagine, for 250 knots.
Chicago departure, flying 2,400.
I do love flying this jet with the Bruner.
American 1612 Chicago
Every
Center
time I
radar
feel
contact.
like there's...
FedEx 357, proceed direct to Pushback.
what? Direct to Pushback. FedEx 357. Perfect. Put her on the direct 2 line. Nav it up. All right, we're speed on elevator. LNAV. We might have to redirect it here. That's all right. We'll get in the turn and then we'll redirect it. It's actually real world news to do that. Actually, still do it in the Airbus too. If you get a 90 like that.
American 1612, proceed direct to
Instead of
Squid,
going
climb
all
and
the way
maintain
back around
7,000.
to a new intercept heading to get direct, just redirect it once you're about 30 degrees from it. What ocean is this? What ocean are we over, Chad? Do you know what ocean this is? Is the Atlantic? Alright, now we'll redirect her again. Perfect. Boom, boom. There we go. Now it's pretty much nice and straight. We'll clean it up here. We're about to go through 10K. There's 10,000 feet. We're now going to 270. So we'll just keep that nose down a little bit until we get a little bit more speed on us. I know it's Lake Michigan. So I did that to a captain one time when I was a new hire. We took off out of Chicago, actually.
Jim Center, United 770, heavy
We're
vacated.
climbing out over the lake. I'm like, so what ocean are we over? Looked at me like I had 3 heads, man. All right. So now we are 11.2 for 13 out of 10,000, 250 knots. Let's get the lights off.
Yeah, Echo Bravo. Hold short,
Top 3 are on. We'll give them a 10 to
10
call. We'll let them know we're at a 10.
The 350, correction, MedX 357, climb and maintain flight level tree 90, resume normal speed.
Climb maintain tree at 90, normal speed, mid-X 357. Are we on a speed restriction? That doesn't make you feel very good when that happens. 390. Make it even. I don't know why the hardware makes it have like 100 foot there. I don't know why that is. This is Loch Ness. Texas education. AJ, I've already told y'all, I skipped the states test in like, what was it, 4th grade? Yeah, 4th grade. I went to the zoo, skipped the states test, and I never had to retake it. You're supposed to retake it like the next week at recess, but ain't nobody got time to do that. All right, we're pretty much, look at, when you get her in trim.
Chicago Center experimental 9
I love it. Every time I was going to say this and then I got distracted. Every time you see a bug or something that's like not quite right, because it is still an early access, right? This isn't a full release version. But like when you see the vapor and little bugs like that, or there's something else that happened. But I like the doors not opening automatically with GSX. And then I hand fly it, then I rotate and we start hand flying.
Expecting
Man, it's just so refreshing. I just love the way it hand flies. I really, really do. Really love the way this bird hand flies. Yeah, the SID was 250 until advised. That's what we were doing.
And 2187 to maintain 4,000.
Let's go AP1. Let's make sure our autopilot works for the Bruner. We'll go back to full screen cam.
Over to Barry and step the localizer.
So we are speed, LNAV, flight level change. We are looking good, chat. Let's scroll this out a little bit. I want to get direct a dive. Why are we flying this 90 degree here? I want direct something. Yeah, with my mom. I was with my mom, for sure. Absolutely, 100%. That's not a lie. And my mom was like, do you have anything going on at school tomorrow? I'm like, no, I just really want to go to the zoo. I was really good at manipulation. So. See, I don't know if I love this updated sound on the
357 to direct to Quadrant.
Oh. Direct to, what was the fix? Medic 3%? Oh, I see it. O10s.
357 direct to Ottens. Oscar Tango Echo November Sierra.
Direct Ottens, mid-X 357. Thank you. Otens.
Delta 1776 with you.
All these Midwesterners. All right, we're LNAV. Let's see how it does here in the 90. We might do another redirect here.
Delta 1776, Chicago Center, roger.
Spin the heading bug around. Yeah, you see how it's going to go all the way left, and then we'll have to redirect it. Again, that is actually real-life behavior. At least when I was flying. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure that was fairly common. You get those 90s.
Yeah, it's 770, cross runway 9 right, taxi parking via Bravo.
We'll get a little bit closer, and then we'll redirect it one more time. That way it doesn't have to come back over a course. Love the texturing, though. Looks good.
Squid, climb and maintain 1
All right, that's close enough. Let's redirect it. Direct O10s again. Straighten out the line. We're out of 18,000. Magic Bill ref key is set. 290902 is set. Lights are off. We're 20 for 390. Nothing to see out here. My frames are actually kind of suffering. What do I have going on in the background?
November 00 Mike, turn right heading 180.
freaking
Right, 180,
my computer, like
99900,
updating because
Delta 886 Heavy, flight heading 250.
it's been not connected to the internet for like 3 days. Hold on, I gotta check
Heading
some
to
stuff out.
Festival Descent 7000.
Why is my CPU smoked right now, yo?
United
CPU
2187, turn right heading 010.
smoked.
010 for 2187.
Actually, hold on. I'm gonna try
United
this.
660, descend to maintain 7000.
7000, United 660.
CPU is running 63% and my memory is at 73%. Why is my memory so high?
United 660, cleared ILS, runway 10 center.
Cleared ILS 10 center, United 660.
I wonder if this thing's got a memory issue. 72% of my memory. That seems a little off. Huh. All right. Well,
Delta 1776, climb and maintain.
we'll let it roll for now. I
370,
might have to launch
normal speed.
D-Lod here for the approach into
flight level 370. And,
DC. No, I'm not going to crash the stream. We'll be all right. Is this plane worth it? I'm looking for a mid-range plane. Yeah, this guy awesome. Look, man, I've done numerous streams on this airplane. It's, in my opinion, if you are comfortable without VNAV, if you are comfortable with experiencing little bugs here and there, because you are buying into an early access project, you know, we saw like the vapors, you see the
Chicago
I don't even
Center,
know
good
what
evening,
else,
SkyWest
little bugs every now
5422,
and
checking
then.
in at
But
260.
in my opinion, the money that I've spent on it, I don't regret a single penny of it. I enjoy it. I get a ton of fun out of it. I love the model. I love the texturing. I love the sounds. I love how it hand flies. I love how it reminds me of when I used to fly these jets. So, like, I really, I mean, I don't really have anything negative to say, because the things that I would say that are negative are the things that are already known as inoperative. They're not part of this release version yet, because it is an early access bird. The fact that it has SimGrief integration right out of the gate, or, you know, and you can just load it up, get it all, that's a huge help. Being able to load flight plans, get it in there. Now, you do have to watch it. The other bug I just thought of is the, when you're on an arrival, we may encounter this going into DC. We'll have to be very careful. If you're on an arrival and you got a runway transition, sometimes she just goes like into La La Land when you get to a transition point and won't follow where it's supposed to go. So you got to be Johnny on the spot. Verify your waypoints on the arrival. You should be verifying your waypoints on any arrival when you fly anyway. You know, I omit a lot of things on stream, which is kind of bad, because I mean, I probably am setting an example for how I do things, but in real life, you would verify each waypoint as you go through, so make sure everything's in the box. And that way, if you are missing something, you know you can fix it. I like it, man. I really, I know this plane gets a lot of grief, but I have fun with it, man. I honestly have fun with it. Hey, Rat's in the chat, man. Good to see you. It's real low 25 behavior. I think 27 paints a curve. There you go. That's the we were talking about that that line drawing when you get a direct to, especially when it's like a 90 degrees or more. You got to redirect it. So real low 25 behavior. Yeah, I don't think we had any curves when I flew. Hey, Rat, you doing the, what is it, you doing that yet? Going 8.5 in the 7.2, fly to live, man. I'm jealous, dude. What's 727? X-Plane 11?
2187 has the airport in sight.
Chris 11, thank you so much for the support, dude. Appreciate you. Have you considered going long haul? From what I've heard, it helps you become one of those, it helps you becoming one of those captains that make 200K plus a year. Chris Levin, you do not need to fly long haul to make 200K plus a year in the United States.
Actually, disregard.
That is not true. Maybe, 500K a year in the U.S. you could. That would be a difference. I think the average narrow body captain in the U.S. tops out in the 300 mark. So, the mid 300s. But it's funny you asked that question, though. I was just talking to my two buddies, two of my closest friends from flight school. They're both on the 777, and I was like, hey, man, just checking in. How's 777 life? He's like, well, I'm about to go get beers in Munich, so it's pretty good. And I was like, that sounds, I mean, while it sounds super exciting for some, I'm just in that different phase of life right now. Like, me personally right now, I love being home. I love going to work for 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. 8 hours is getting kind of long for a turn. I like to go out, come back, and be done. You know, flying is what I do. It's not who I am. You know, I love my job, and like I said before, I feel like I've been put on this earth to fly. I love connecting people. I feel it's more than just a job. So I love the true aspect of aviation. But that's not who I am. Who I am, you know, I'm a father. I'm a family man. I want to be with my kids right now. So if I was younger or Chris, maybe when the kids are out of the house, you know, when kids are out of the house and moved on, empty nest, then I think that would be kind of where I'd be more like, hey, take the wife, hop on, go do long haul stuff. That seems much more like it would be my cup of tea. But it's just where I'm at right now, not on the desire list. Now, I will say, though, I would like to do one, like, just give me one trip. I just want to do one long haul. I want to see it all happen. All right, cool. And then I want to go home. I don't need to do it for, you know, years. Just give me, let me do one. Let me see what do y'all do up there. Is it really as boring as it seems when you're doing 17 hours? Because dude, after 3 hours in the cockpit, I'm just like ready. Like, I just need to get out of this airplane.
Chicago Center, got you now. You can turn left, heading
like,
290, the sun maintain.
But and I've also heard too, if you can't sleep on an airplane, it's not good for you. Like, you will struggle. That's what all of my friends that are on wide body stuff, they're like, you have to be able to sleep on an airplane. Because while you do have crew accommodations, it's not like nothing is like sleeping in your own bed, right? And it's the long hauls are all red eye flying, essentially. You are crossing time zones, you are going backside of the clock, so you need to be able to sleep on an airplane to keep somewhat of a realistic physiological state. So
American 1238
anyway, meant to say work to live, not live to work. There you go, Cody. Exactly.
American 1238, Chicago Center.
Have you ever had the bug where this aircraft is still and won't move after pushback?
2500 Papa, Chicago Center.
Thomas Armstrong. I have not. I've not had that bug, Thomas. Alan, what's your favorite at Foxtail? Dude, okay, so lately I've been getting the last 4 days in a row, Alan. I hope you're still here. I get the Cubano cold brew, and I put vanilla cold foam on top, dude. It's delicious. Vanilla cold foam on top of a Cubano cold brew. Dude, it is. I've had one every single day. The last 4 days.
Oh, yes, I do have layered programs.
That is going to be one of the saddest parts about leaving Georgia, is not having Foxtail and our church. We really like our church.
It's 660, turn right heading 270, and same time.
X-Plane 11, totally worth it for the 7.2, even with the graphics. Can't wait for it to release for 12. Flight or live, dude. If you have the 7.2, or if you have your X-Plane like all decked out, you're really not missing that much, in my opinion, on 12. It's still semi, like, if you have all the add-ons for 11, you're not missing out. And that 7.2 is just, I really wish I could fly the 7.2. Cragger's in the chat, dude. Good to see you, man. Living the dad bod dream. Dude, Craggers, dude, especially right now, man. Like, everything's packed up, so we've been eating out for like the last week, and it's just like everything's been mayhem. Dad bod dream is real. I'm sitting here looking at my gym, and it's like, do I want to take it back to Texas? Do I want to sell it? And it's like I don't have a dedicated gym room for it, so I'm just like, and I'm kind of embarrassed to sell it because there's like some dust on it now. Just kidding, but yeah. It's that is true, Crackers. Alan, yeah, the cold brew at Foxtail is just top notch, man. If you want to get something hot though, just get a cafe con leche, man. Give it a shot, dude. I'm getting some serious stutters right now. Yes, and that's with frame gen. Something is not right. My PC has got to be doing something, because when it's not connected to the internet for a few days. And like when you finally connect it, it's probably trying to do a bunch of security stuff. Matter of fact, let me try something else down here. Let me put you all back on this window view for a second. Hit the gym. I'll definitely hit it on the way out. Maybe. Not so basso. Good to see you, man. No Korean jazz. Not yet, dude. We might fire it up when we get to cruise altitude. Let's see. Thrust said this is Iveo Premium.
Send across Boone at 1000, O'Hare altimeter 2976.
We're on Iveo Premium. All right, I'm going to do something. I hope it doesn't crash the stream.
Are you taking the intersection, sir?
Okay, it's 5422. It's going to be Boone at 1000, O'Hare altimeter 2976.
Okay, Boone at 11,000 for Skywest 5422.
ba. No, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna try this for a second, y'all. Hopefully this doesn't crash the stream. Gotta press the pause Windows update. Yeah, that's what I do, Kyle. I always pause it every single time. What's the longest 320s fly in America? Oh, Phil, that's a tough question. I'll tell you, my personal longest route is personal longest I ever done was Dallas to Lima. I also have done Miami to Lima. That's pretty far, dude. It's like unaugmented. It's like it's pushing 8 hours one way. So that's pretty long. But if you get up there in the winds and you do a transcon east to west, I mean, you're looking at 6 hours, 7 hours, depending on the winds. But I don't. I try to stay away from those, man. I try to do the shortest flights I can.
Chicago Center Lufthansa.
Rocking X-Plane 11 all default except the 72. Flight to live. I bet your frames are fantastic.
86. I apologize. Trim left heading 100. Looking at a different screen.
Is it, I think there's been a few Windows updates recently. All ours at work have done that occasional big update where it restarts a few times. I hope we don't have any restarts midstream here. We're almost to cruise altitude though. We are almost up there. It's really in the camera change, isn't it? That's really what it's doing. It's in the changing of the... You know what I should do? Let me turn the cabin off too. Let me do that. Do we have a custom cabin?
Left heading 070 Lufthansa.
Let's go ahead and turn the cabin off on the EFB. Because we're also flying into...
Should we expect vectors to descent or at our discretion?
American 1238, just
we're flying into DC, which
affirm, American 1238.
is going to be pretty hard on the system. Cabin light, disable glare sheet.
Free, heavy. Ready to check.
Operation.
Chicago Center, 5x5.
Cabin music.
Turn right heading
Hide cabin.
Right 010, United 660.
United 2187, taxi Papa, Echo Echo, hold short runway 10 left.
We don't need these anymore. Let's load up DCA.
Echo, hold short.
DCA, we'll pull that up here. We'll be on the Freedom 6 RNAV. And we're going to need to review that one heavily. Because we got a lot of fixes. This is going to be the ultimate 3-to-1 rule challenge. Doing the Freedom 6 of Rival. Going to be the ultimate 3-to-1 rule challenge. Right now we're doing 7.3 Mach. Those are rookie numbers. We need to bump those up. Let's go to... How do I do this again? I forget. Selected speed.
Roger, okay,
And now we're going to go...
Attention aircraft on frequency, Chicago Center be closing in 5 minutes.
Oh. We're going with 7.8 Mach. We may not have the juice. All right, scratch that. Stop that. Stop that. All right, she's leveled off here. We may not have the juice. I forget how. Why can't I scroll you down? Dang it.
United 660.
We'll do 7.6 for now. We'll do 7.6.
United 660.
That's a little bit better in the transition. A little bit better. No lags at all, fly to lift, dude. I was gonna say, dude, default X-Plane 11 with the 7.2, you got to be having like 400 frames. I think you should go enable dev mode and do a debug if it's a frame time spike doing alt enter helps sometimes. I'll check it out, man. I might even do that. Right now it seems like the stream seems fine. It may be it might be an airplane thing where we switch views. Because like sitting here, like this looks pretty buttery smooth as I'm watching the ground go by right now. Like it all looks pretty smooth, right? It's when we go to the camera transition, it's just I kind of notice it a little bit. Look at that freaking juicy wing though. I heard they're about to release the 190 freighter soon. Yeah, that would be pretty interesting. I heard that too. Watching investigations and studying accidents has really made me more emphatic and understanding of others and myself when mistakes are made. Have you noticed that about yourself? Absolutely. I think all pilots who need to have that kind of mindset when if you look at accidents and incidents abroad.
2187 is going over to the...
That's why I really enjoy doing the green dot stuff with y'all. I really do.
Correction, United 2187.
I remember doing the Freedom right when it came out while flying the 145. It was definitely busy. You're up there like, oh yeah, I bet you were doing it hardcore, man, with the calculations.
United
So I'm glad I skipped the 145 in that aspect, but when we flew when I flew citations around, like even the straight 2, CJ2, no glass, going into Vegas on all those. There's an arrival going into Vegas from the west. I can't remember what it used to be. And it's not like the Freedom, but it's got quite a few on there. And it was like, okay, calculate this one, that one, and we had no auto throttle.
Contact Indy Center 119.55.
1955, mid-X 357. We'll see it. 1955. Thanks for the ATC. All right, 37 for 39. It might just be the how many traffic do we have on out here? Because I feel like there's a ton of traffic out here. Oh, you know what? This might be doing it, y'all. Let me close this. Hold on, I gotta close some things here. This might help. All right, we're back. Who we calling? We're calling center. We're out of a 3878. Center, good afternoon. Mid-X 357, 37.8, climbing flight level 390. Do I have the right freak? 119.55. 119.55.
So you getting a call sign?
Whoa. It was loud. Mid-X 357, 38, climbing flight level 390.
Mid-X 357, Chicago, sent you over the wrong guy. Contact Chicago, center now 120.35, and ask them to switch you over to the right freak.
2035 will do it. Mid-X 357.
Take care.
Is that you, Lauren? Sounded semi-familiar. 38 for 39. As center, mid-X 357. We're back with you on 120.35. They didn't like us over there at 1955.
mid-X 357, that's my apologies. I mixed up my frequencies. You can contact Cleveland 119.87.
1987 for mid-X 357. Thanks. We'll see you. Center, good afternoon. Mid-X 357, 38.4, climbing flight level 390. Callie Simmer in the house. Callie Simmer, good afternoon, a good evening. Welcome on board. Glad to see you here, Callie Simmer. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. Sitting back, relaxing on the West Coast, best coast. 119er. Oh, it's one of those things. 875.
The Walkie Tower 24.
875. 875.
Number 69.
There we go. Cleveland, a good afternoon. A mid-X 357. We're leveling flight level 390.
Mid-X 357, Cleveland Center. Hello, say Mach number.
We are accelerating Mach 78. What do you need for mid-X 357?
Mid-X 357 for now. Maintain Mach point 76 for spacing to Washington.
76 mid-X 357. We'll do it. That's Lauren, right? Lauren,
Delta 1776, do not exceed Mach point 76 spacing Washington.
76 on the Mach, that's what we got assigned. If we come down to our box here, let's go perf. Cruise. We need 76, so we're going to go dash 76. I think I got to put the decimal, right? 76. And now we can go back to FOMOS speeds here. No, I don't want indicated. I need 233.76. So let's try 233 and 76. How do I force you into Mach?
American 1612, maintain Mach point 78 or greater. Clear direct Bucko, spacing Washington.
Great Mach decimal 78.
So that might be an FMS speed bug.
And clear direct Bucko, American 16.
Yeah, it's an FMS speed bug. It's staying and indicated 233. That's fine. What we'll do, since it's a speed assignment from ATC anyway, we will leave it in managed speed, Mach 76 selected. That way we don't screw that up. So we get the seatbelt sign off. You're now free to move about the cabin. As far as our progress page goes, DCA, we're only 380 miles out. We shall settle in. Enjoy the ride. I flew the 175 LaGuardia Filthy yesterday. First time on E-Jet on VATSIM and first time on VATSIM in the U.S. Got a nice full route clearance. Go figure, Andrin. Go figure, man. Good thing you enjoyed it, though. ICAS is getting an overhaul next update, which will improve the performance. Oh, very cool. All right. Yeah, right now it's only when I switch cameras. It might be, I would imagine it's something my sim is doing. I would imagine. Baking and V1ing. Happy Friday, Skyfall. What you baking, man? One says also you're number 2 and on
American
a weird route,
95,
otherwise riding a guy
Quadrant
behind
X-Pole.
you. Oh, wow. Great. Do some work.
Actually, American 95 out of amendment to your route advisory to copy.
Do some work, Lauren. Get us spaced out. I need priority. Vectors.
American
to the
095,
river.
American 95, affirmative. I have amendment to
I
your
was on
route
an in-real-life
advisory
flight
to
from
copy.
Oakland to L.A. on Southwest. The FO looked like he was all of 18 years old. Kelly Simmer, he probably wasn't much older than 18. And get used to it and hang on. Hope the will's in order. Just kidding. But seriously, yeah, he's probably 24 years old, I would imagine. Southwest actually stopped hiring too right now, but yeah, I know there's a lot of young people in the. It's just crazy. I mean, more power to them. It's all timing, right? Everything is timing. We've all had our day in the sun. I think my sun is already past 12 noon, and it's starting to, head into the early afternoon, metaphorically. But yeah, it's wild right now. Absolutely wild. Can you long press L1, L2 to change the frequency in the radio like you can in real life? I didn't even know you could do that in real life. Can you long press L1 or L2? Hold on. Long press this and change the frequency range? No. It just,
American
as soon as I click
095,
it.
just for now, fly your present heading. Let me know when you're ready for that route.
Oh, wait a second. Com 2. Oh, do I want this?
Confirm their waypoint.
Do I want the
American
0.25
095,
hertz?
fly present heading advised.
Instead of
ready for the route,
833
please.
hertz, do I want 0.25 hertz? Would that work? We'll see if that works in the future. All right, let's take a look outside, though. Let's enjoy this livery. Oh, yes. I got to find the picture I took when I was walking down the jet bridge. I picked my first 190 flight ever was actually a charter flight, and it was out of Tunica, Mississippi. Little did I know I was going to have a lot more experience in Tunica, Mississippi in the upcoming years. But, yeah, I walked down the jet bridge to a purple, blue Midwest. I was on an in real life. Oh, I already read that. Can you read that too? I felt like I felt like he kind of flew like he was 18-year-olds too. Well, that might just be Southwest, Callie Simmer. You never know. That might just be Southwest being Southwest. Yeah, no airline pilot in the U.S. is under 21. Correct. Or is he 21, A-Rod? Or I thought it had to be 23. What's ATP? Could you have a restricted ATP for age? I don't remember. I guess 21. I think you're right. I think it's 21. But I guarantee, if it's 21, I guarantee there's 21-year-olds. Was the 190 the jet where the FA blew the slide? It was, Jeremy. We blew a 190 slide. That was on a charter, or that was on a contract 190. That was a contract 190, and we were in Fayette, Arkansas? Is it XNA? Somewhere in Arkansas. We were supposed to take the Arkansas Razorback cheerleader team, and I was extremely disappointed at the result of that slide blowout. 23 unrestricted, 21 restricted. Whew. Jeez. 21 years old, restricted ATP. That is insanity. Hasso Basso, let's see if we can find some Korean jazz for you, my man. We don't have a whole lot of time. We're not doing IFE tonight, and we're doubling up streams. We're going to do some piston flying. I was going to fly West Coast Canada tonight. You guys want to do some West Coast Canada piston ops? And honestly, I hope you join, but I'm more excited because I just want to fly that airplane. I am so in love with the Dukes. I'm going to fly it and stream it even if there's only 2 viewers tonight because I've been wanting to fly that for the last 2 days. Let's see. Korean Jazz.
American 095, turn 10 degrees to the left. Let me know when you're ready for the route, please.
Nope, that's not it.
American 095, you got a lot of background noise. I did not copy. 10 degrees to the left, advisory rating ready for the routing, please.
Turn to the left. 010.
Jeez, that guy speaking through an oxygen mask? Hey, blows a slide every day. Well, it's in, I mean, you gotta look at the numbers of flights that they do, right? It's, maybe, is that a thing? Like, because there's just so many flights, it's just given that a slide's gonna blow every day? I don't know. That's pretty funny, though. I've seen, let's see, how many slide deployments have I been a part of? Let's see, 1, definitely, 2. I think there's only, 3. I did have one in Philly. I wasn't directly involved, though. We were coming down the jet bridge to do a crew swap, and the airplane was ferried in. It was an Embraer 170. And I don't know what happened. I only know, allegedly, the gate agent said that she was about to open the gate, or open the door, but the flight attendant opened the door, and you're only supposed to, the SOP was you're only supposed to open the door from the outside. Because theoretically, if you open the door from the outside, the slide can't blow. Well, I don't know what happened down there, but we're literally walking down the jet bridge in Philly, and we hear like that shh, and like someone screaming down there like, no, 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 no. And basically it was it like half deployed. It got pinched between the jetway and the airframe itself. And then eventually maintenance came, and then they had to like pull the jetway back, and it blew into the jetway. I mean, that could have really hurt someone. If that fully deployed on the gate agent, it really could have hurt her. Could have killed her, honestly. Those slides are no joke. But, yeah, so that was, I've only been directly involved with 3, I guess. Sounds like he was in the lab. How long does it take to repack the slide? Very long, Jeremy. You actually have to have it's a maintenance function. And I realized
my TDLS was
it's like 15 grand on a 170, or maybe it was a 190. I think it was like 15, 18 grand. When the one that we blew on that charter trip, it was a we had to ferry the airplane to a heavy maintenance in Kansas City. And we sat there for 2 days to get it repaired. We had to get the STC, the supplemental type certificate, and everything to fly it without a slide. But I want to say it was like 18 grand, something like that, just for the slide to repack. But it was pretty fun to go down. We got to go down the slide in real life. I mean, how many guys have gone down the actual, not the training slide in the training department off the fake airplane onto the mat, like to go down a real emergency slide, and it's steep. Like 100%, I'm actually... in hindsight, I'm glad it happened, because it makes me think anytime there's even the thought of an emergency, or like are you going to evacuate, you have to think of the injuries that are going to happen if you evacuate an aircraft, because going down those escape slides will cause injury. People are going to roll ankles, people are going to break bones if they're maybe older, senior citizen stuff. I mean, people will get injured on an evacuation. I learned to fly the E-Jets from your streams. Thank you for the in-depth content. Celtics fan. Awesome, man. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying them. I hope you're enjoying them. I sure am. I love the way they hand fly. I mean, that's like all things
2016, push into the ramp is at your own risk.
Aside.
If you need to go to Alpha, let me know. Call for taxi.
I mean, they are so much fun to hand fly. So I really hope we pick up the river early, and we just we get to hand fly the puppy all the way down. I might launch dynamic LOD on this, just because I think my PC is doing something in the background, and I don't want the LOD to be coming up as we get down to the ground there. Did those trees come with a ton of paperwork? 2 of them did. The third one we were crew swapping, so we ended up just going back to the hotel because that flight canceled. Why is repacking so expensive? Because it's the FAA, Jeremy. Anything the FAA is involved in, anything aviation, anything aviation is expensive. And if you get the aviation and the FAA involved, you can guarantee it's going to be even more expensive. Majors have so many airplanes, so maintenance changes slides daily, and they blow a lot, especially on the bus. Yeah. I would imagine maintenance blows quite a few slides. It seems like every other day I hear about a slide deployment somewhere. Or like a PCA hose gets sucked into an engine from ground air. Which, I mean, I guess if you got it running in excuse me, I got hiccups now. I don't know why. If you get that PCA air hose.
The taxiway, or the taxi lane.
Anytime you start an engine at the gate, I mean, you're verifying with ramp that it's clear, right? So it should be, I don't really see how those happen, but. Loving the 30K toilet seat. Do you think that the CFI, then the regionals, is the best way to the airlines? Bills Mafia? Look, man, I'll be honest with you. The quickest way you can get to the regionals is the best way. Because it's all about, right now, in the current market, in the current environment of aviation in the U.S., it's all about getting that seniority number, dude. So do whatever you got to do to get the time to get to the regionals, to get to a major carrier. You know, if you can build time faster. So some people don't want to be an instructor, and it's hard. I can see the dilemma, because when I was a flight instructor, no one was hiring. No airlines were hiring. To get even looked at by a regional carrier, you had to have 3,000 hours, 1,000 twin, which was very hard to find if you weren't an instructor. And if you were an instructor, you weren't getting that much twin time, because you could only have so many students in the twin at any given time. So it was easier to focus on being a good instructor. And I don't say that to like toot my own horn, but it's in the current market when instructors, all they want to do is build time so they can move on. I feel like the dilemma will arise about your quality of instruction to a student. And that's just human nature. You know, I didn't face that dilemma because, like I said, there was really nowhere to go. I was instructing because I was getting paid to fly and I was happy about it. Until I got another opportunity I had enough time to join a 135, fly cargo. Word of mouth, I got a Part 91 gig flying jets. So
remember,
I didn't have that dilemma, but I can see, and I think we're seeing a lot of that, unfortunately. Like if you look at Pilot Debrief and a couple other YouTube channels that analyze accidents, especially in the GA world.
X357, do not exceed Mach 0.78.
Do not exceed Mach 78, mid X357. You see a lot of, oh man, I didn't have the alert box on, but you see a lot of recent accidents where it seems like the instruction quality was just not there, you know, because they're just about moving on. Mike P, are you still here, my man? Mike P, I'm going to play your alert box here.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Just checking in. Not in
American
Vegas.
095, New York Center's
Bank
offline.
angle
Frequency
check
change
right
approved.
back at you, Mike P. Appreciate the support, dude. Thanks for the $10 bank angle check. Not in Vegas for once, right? Are you back in California? Surprised you're not in Vegas, man. Welcome on board. Glad to have you here. Hopefully you don't hate me yet. I had the alert box muted, but we're back live. Appreciate the support. Nevertheless, and I imagine you're going to Expo, right? I'm going to get my Expo plans ironed out here once we move back to Texas. I got to figure out what's going on. I would like to make it to the Expo, y'all. We'll see. Any lesser-known visual approaches fly with E-Jets? Love Portland, Maine. Made me hungry for more. Yeah, Adrian Kaufman. Go down to Ponce, Puerto Rico, and do the RNAV. What is it, Chad? The RNAV towards the water, where you got to make a right 90 or not. You got to make a 45-degree turn in the face of a mountain, kind of like a mini Kitech. So Ponce, Puerto Rico, you could take JetBlue down there. JetBlue flies that route, or used to fly that route, which is TJPS, I believe is the identifier. Some other good visual approaches you could do if you want to get frisky. You can go Palm Springs. You can do, well, that's a hardcore RNAV. I don't know how that one would work out. Skip that one. Do let's see, what are some other good visuals? DCA River Visual. That's a famous one though. Key West, it can be spicy because you're going into a short strip. We used to take the 170s in there, 190s in there. So you could go Key West. Provo, Utah, absolutely, Aaron. Provo, Utah. Oh, what's the other one up there? In the mountains with all the stuff and the snow and the stuff and the things. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's a famous one up there. Not Provo. Gosh.
Good afternoon, Cleveland.
Mountains all around it. That's a fun approach to fly down. LaGuardia, of course. Anything LaGuardia?
Delta 7.
Telluride at Jackson Hole. That's the one. That's the one, Bo. That's the one. Jackson Hole. Captain Shark, thanks for the $2 super chat, my man. When's the next E175 stream? Yeah, almost did the E175 today. Well, Captain Shark, if I would have had the stream working 2 days ago, we would have flown the E175 tonight.
Just advise me if you'd like a shortcut on the way to...
I'm not sure when we'll do the next 170 stream. Hopefully we'll get one more before I pack up shop here.
Yeah, sure. I would like that, please.
We'll see.
Advise me where you would like to go direct. I can give you pretty much anything.
Yeah, Telluride, Aspen are good.
Got it. Stand by.
Engine ingestion is very expensive to repair, even if nothing is broken. You have to tear the whole apart. Yeah, well, you got to borescope it too, right? Mike P is here, man. 50-50 if going to Expo. All right. I just thought it would be an excuse for you to go back to Vegas, man. Charles says, I didn't do the CFI route. I went to Great Mistakes. Built my time there to get into a good region, though. I used to hang out with Great Mistakes guys in Visalia, California, man. I'll fly my little chieftain down in there. Let's see the real airplane coming in. 1900.
Delta 740 Alpha, approved as requested.
I knew a couple guys went Great Mistakes.
Approved. Thank you so much.
I've been to Grand Junction. I have been there. I don't think I've ever flown there. I flew there as an instructor, Grand Junction. I used to take students there. That was like one of the commercial cross country, I think, we used to go up to Grand Junction. We'll probably be in Vegas, but 50-50 if I actually make it to the Expo. I hear that, man. I hear that. We're going to start playing on our descent situation here. How far out are we? We got some time. Let me sync my heading bug. Boom, put you there. Zoom the range out a little more. Basically going direct Bucko right now, so we're looking good for now.
JetBlue 2016, runway 5, taxi via Alpha, advise ready for departure.
It's kind of a nice view. Yeah, my computer's doing something. This approach is gonna be interesting, y'all. Let me do I'm gonna launch something. Hopefully this doesn't crash the sim. Thank you so much, everybody, for all the visual suggestions. Wrote them all down. Flying one by one the next couple days. Awesome. Expect to cross Bucko at 31 and 6 to 8 minutes. Oh, thank you, Lauren. So, chat, let's do our 3 to 1 math here real quick. We're at 39, right? So if we're at 39, we got to get to 31. That's going to be 8,000 feet, right? Yeah, 39, 31. It's 8,000 feet times 3. 8, 16, 24 miles. I suck at math. Let's round it up to 30 miles out. We're going to start down. So 30 miles from Bucko, we will start down at a 3-degree path using the FPA. Flight Live, I do not have Active Sky. Do not have Active Sky installed. All you see here is default, y'all, and I absolutely love it. All right, the D-Lod is on and connecting. You're going to see some stutters here for a second.
It's just static. Make sure your mic's not muted.
Alright. Should be back. Should smooth out.
JetBlue 2016, fly runway heading runway 5.
I'll smooth out now. Alright. Runway 9 into Dominica is interesting. Interesting fly to live. Or thrust it. Dominica. Alright, so let's take a look at our flight plan here. We're going to do some verification stuff because it's going to be... We don't want to find out we got problems once we're on the arrival. So we're going to do some cross-referencing here on the star. We're going to pull out the Freedom 6 RNAV arrival. And let's take a look at this. So we got Bucko. We don't have any VNAV, right? So we're going to have to do our own here. 31 at Bucko. And then, oh boy, between 31 and 27, so we should be fine for there. D-Ron, the next These are all windows. We got a speed reduction of 280, which won't be a problem. We're already doing 276 Mach. We're basically going to transition close to 280 anyway. We will is one we're going to look at. We need to cross we will at or above 14,000 feet. So we're going to keep an eye on this one. These are pretty wide. This is 3,000 feet. That's 2,000 feet. But these are... That's a 4,000 foot window. That's a 4,000 foot window. These should be all right. We're just going to have to double check our math as we come around here. Courage and pledge. But we'll probably start we will be our first hard checkpoint at or above 14. We'll make it easy on our descent. We'll plan to cross we will at 14. But let's see. So let's go through the fixes. Bucko, D-Ron,
American 1612,
Honor,
cross
Bravery,
Bucko at and maintain flight level 310. Maintain
Courage,
280 knots or greater
pledge.
in transition.
Alright, 310 knots.
We will never forget. September 11th, always.
Just confirm 280 knots or
Freedom.
greater. 280 or greater.
280 or greater.
Stand together, and then Fergie, because we're landing 19. So it is in there properly to break off. This is where you've got to be Johnny on the spot here with the E190 as of right now. So I'm going to make an arrow here. We got to make sure at Freedom we actually transition to the left, head out towards Fergie. We do not want to continue this way for landing runway 1. So that's all in the box. Runway 24 RNAV as a backup.
9092 Tango, cleared right zip.
Clear
There
zip.
you
November 9092 Tango.
Get you off the screen. Couldn't change that one. All right. Back on. That's good. How far out are we from Bucko? We're still 93 miles, so we got a ways to go. Let's mess with Lauren. She said we can do 7-8 or less. Oh, dang it. Let's do 7-8 there. Ooh, that's a pretty juicy view right there. The flight path angle definitely made it nice in the 17190, doing one math calculation wager than doing 2. Absolutely. Mysterious Mr. T, take it easy going on the brothers' graduation. Catch the replay. Mysterious Mr. T, have a wonderful evening, sir. We'll catch you on the next one. Does CRJ have FPA mode? I don't believe it does, Rahul. It's got a flight path vector. Where's Sam when you need him? I don't know.
Blue 2016, your radar contact, Southsea passing.
Altitude is 5,000, or no, 6,000 to 10,000.
JetBlue 2016, thanks. Cleared direct, Ponset, climb and
First time
maintain
seeing that
flight level
arrival actually means
370.
something. Oh yeah, all, not all, but yeah, that Freedom 6. All about September 11. Never forget our support our troops.
370.
So on Memorial Day, there's nothing more American than to fly the Southwest and Freedom 1 down the Freedom 6 arrival into
Atari
DC.
121 Cleveland Center. Do you need to push on
What do you think of the new
or can you keep it
Frontier
within the
launched
ramp?
today? Talking about Frontera? I think it's all the same to me, isn't it? It's pretty much very similar.
Roger, Atari 121, push on the keel.
280 on transition, I may have slurred that. 280 on the speed transition. We'll do it. Captain, when expecting heavy rain and the special planning, any special planning needed to mitigate aquaplaning or hydroplaning, landing performance calculation enough? Nixana, so if you run wet runway numbers, you will have adequate stopping distance if the numbers come back if you run them wet. Now, we use an RCAM, runway condition assessment matrix, and depending on how much water is on the runway, we'll get a number from, 1 to 6?
Mid-X
So if it's 3 or
357,
4,
cross Bucko at and maintain flight level 310, maintain 280 knots in the transition.
cross Bucko at 310, 280 knots in transition for mid-X 357. All right, Bucko at 31, 280 on the speed. But yes, you will have adequate stopping distance, but the landing performance will go out the window if you're hydroplaning. So you have to take steps to mitigate hydroplaning. One of the best steps to take is to use auto brakes, because with the anti-skid combination and the way the deceleration works with the braking with auto brakes, because auto brakes are a deceleration rate, a fixed rate of deceleration, and the brakes will adjust according to how the each brake is decelerating. So the best way to mitigate hydroplaning, long-winded answer, is to use auto brakes. But yeah, the landing distance doesn't account for aquaplaning or hydroplaning. You have to avoid that by not slamming on the brakes and by making a firm touchdown. You know, you don't just want to, we all want to grease it on, but if there's standing water on a runway that's not grooved, you really do kind of want to plan it down, because you need to break the surface tension of the water. So plop that sucker down, chop and drop it, full reverse, use auto brakes, and you're going to be just fine. All right, we should probably put that in the box, though, so we don't forget. So we're going to set 310 up here with our altitude window. 310, 30.9. We're going to change that. I don't know why the Bravo does that. That's so peculiar. You see what it adds? Like, so we're at 30.9. It like goes in hundreds of feet. I don't know why that happens. And it only happens when I scroll it with my hardware. Anyway, 31 is set. I don't think what we can do is initialize our landing speed. So let's go to our arrival. We already know that. We'll go to landing. We'll go to landing init. And let me load in the current weather here on Navigraph. Let's go back to the airports. Let's go weather. METAR, TAF, ATIS. Right now, DC, overcast at 2700. Oh, we also need the runway. I think it's like 190, isn't it? We'll call it 190. I gotta move my camera screen over here. 190.
November 9er Golf Whiskey, descent at POS discretion, maintain flight level 220.
DC right now, temperature is
My discretion, flight level 2209 Golf Whiskey.
We're going to use flaps full. Non-precision approach Cat 2 is what we need. Icing, no. Temperature is 19 degrees. There's some scatter clouds, but should have that engine ice off well before touchdown. Altimeter is 2994. The winds are 130 at 8. 130 at 8 knots. Landing weight is 87,840 pounds and going down. Beautiful. 4 knots of headwind. 7 knots crosswind. Go to the landing. Here we go. VREF 26, 31, 46, 89. Full flat. Our landing initialization has been done. We'll go back to the flight plan page. Matter of fact, I'll go progress page. Distance to go 47 miles. We said at 30 miles, we are starting down. So at 30 miles, we start down. FPA 3 degrees to cross Bucko. Flight level 310 in the transition. At 7-8, with our 4-mile addition there, we'll be fine. As far as our tailwind component, we're pretty much dealing with a nice little crosswind here, so we're going to be pretty much on the money as we head down on this arrival. Enjoy it now while it's nice and calm, and it's going to get hectic. Captain McGee, we are back, my man. We are back. Good to see you, dude. I'm trying to remember, what time did I schedule that Piston Duke stream? Let's see. Was that at 8? I think it was. 8:30.
American 1297, clearance anyone?
V1, I heard that level D simulators don't fly as good as the real Airbus. Is that actually the case or a myth? That is actually the case. No sim flies like the real airplane. Now, they fly very close, but nothing flies like the airplane, man. Especially the older sims. The new sims are actually really good. Now, when I say not like the real airplane, not power performance all flies like the airplane. Like single engine performance, like the performance is spot on. But the way it hand flies, the way it lands, nothing is, it's all mechanical, like mechanical turbulence, mechanical wind shear. Yeah, it's, it gets you in the ballpark for sure. The airplane itself performs like the real airplane, like I said, with performance numbers. But
I'm in the
But yeah, there's nothing like flying the real jet, man. Nothing like flying the real jet. There's 30 miles. FPA selected. 3 degrees down. We're in radar contact, so we don't need to announce our descent. So we're going to go ahead and scroll in 3 degrees here. In my experience, E-Jet sims are so sensitive. Yes, so much so, A-Rot. My first recurrent in the 170
American 1297
went down
hello, descend via the
V1, rotate, tail strike, stop the sim.
So
So like, what the hell? I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I rotated. This is way not like the real thing. It just came back so easily. Reset the sim, tail strike again. He's like, I'm about to bust your ass if you don't tail strike. I'm like, okay, this does not fly like the real airplane. It's way more sensitive.
You can expect 2-1 left and
It flies
2-9er.
But yeah, I remember that distinctly. That was on the old. Was it the hydraulic? Wait, so we had the hydraulic sims were like the clunky ones, and then the new ones are air, right? I think the new ones are all like air ride or something. But yeah, I remember the 170 recurrent sim that I did was, I pulled back on that yoke and it just came right back into my lap. Mr. Greco, I know, I love it too.
1776 cross Bucko
Nice
and maintain flight level 310.
All right, we are 35.9 for 31 in the descent, looking good. Nice stream. I unfortunately need to head to work. Got to make sure these planes are well maintained for the passenger in the morning. Have a wonderful flight. Charles declared maintenance. If it's in the air, maintenance, put it there, my man. So I appreciate you stopping by. Have a good night.
Delta 1776.
Talk to you next
Thank you. You can resume at normal speed.
Good UK morning, Captain. Speed bad. Hayden J. Robbins. Good evening, sir. Good morning, rather.
Sorry, 121, verify squawking 2576.
I am definitely going to have to do a PC restart after this. This might be an interesting approach, y'all. We're going to do our best.
What was that for?
I might leave the cameras off to help reduce CPU loading here.
Mid-X 357, contact Washington 133.72.
3372 for mid-X 357. Have a good night.
See you later, boss.
3372. Always a pleasure. That was a fun airspace transition there. Center, good afternoon. Mid-X 357-33 across Bucko, fly level 310, 280 knots.
Mid-X 357, Washington Center, roger. So 717, push
What's
up
it?
to the ramp.
You sound like you're from London, sir. Or Australia. I don't know why my
717, roger, push it down to Kilo, the Peru, facing north, plane runway 19.
Oh no, this is an Aussie.
Facing north, planing 19er, Southwest 76.
Fly Live isn't working either? It looks like it's working.
1609, short of 30 Yankee 11.
Alright, we'll kill Fly
United
Live too.
1609, thank you, flight runway heading runway 30, clear.
Fly Live, you're dead to me.
Okay, runway heading 30, clear
Killing
takeoff, United 1609.
Allegiant 901, Contact Atlanta Center 132.97.
Fly Live is dead to me. Alright, 35 or 500 feet to level off. Look at that, chat. Right over Bucko, 31,000 feet.
2456, New York approach for Kennedy's closed out as terminated, frequency change approved.
This guy sounds busy. Oh, look at that.
1246 is still a thing.
Oh, that's cool. That's Aussie or New Zealand? Maybe it's Zippy's app. I think Zippy fell asleep.
American 1612, Washington Center, hello, descend via Freedom 5 arrival.
Reset Jet says, I vet screened the sim the day before recurrent, trying to land the RJ. After flying for a year, the way it landed was so unreal compared to the real thing. I crashed twice that session. There you go. See, don't take my word for it, chat. Even our real-world simulators.
The next 357, descend via Freedom 6 arrival, landing south. Bring it up with a 2.0.
Send via the Freedom 6 landing south for mid-X 357. Oh boy. See, don't take it from me, chat.
Center Jet 1246, we just reconnected via 350.
Yeah, 1246, Washington Center, roger, cross.
Alright, so there's Bucko. Now we know Willie was going to be at 14, right? I'll double check that. I'm going to scroll 14. We're going to need to turn the music off.
Pass discretion, maintain flight level 240.
We got to get in the zone here, chat.
240, frontier flight.
Music's coming off. That's coming down a little bit. Sounds are coming up. We need to put 14,000 in the window here for Willie, I believe. And then we're going to double check our position. And we're going to do some math on the way down here. So we will is at 14,000. After Bucko, D-Ron is between 31 and 27. So technically, we just went over D-Ron. Quick mental math calculation.
Southern 1106, just for next time, the Raven capes off at 6,000 in east configuration. Just maintain 3,000, please. Fly preceding Victor's to final.
17 times 3 is 51 miles, 50 miles out from We Will. And if I scroll the range out to
United
50,
1609 for that contact altitude.
We Will is,
Out of
gosh, my screen is even jacked
2.5,
up. I'm going to turn
United
this stuff off.
1609, thank you.
Airports
Clear direct buns, climb maintain,
off.
potable 320.
Alright, 320 for direct buns, United 1609.
Southwest 1106, turn right heading
There's
020.
We Will. Yeah, we need to start down. 14,000 and FPA, down we go.
Southwest
That's up and
1320, kind of Indianapolis Center 119.55.
I'm going to do 3.5 to help catch up here.
1320, good day.
All right, we're approaching Honor. Honor
Got a 1006
is...
plane, LDA Zulu, runway 19
Oh
approach.
boy, we got to get down below 28. So we got to pick up that descent a little bit. We'll be fine. We will be fine.
1927, hotel radar contact lost.
Reset my heading bug. Back to the altitude window. Might be a little tight over Honor, but we'll be fine. After Honor, we're going to have Bravery between 26 and 22. And then the tightest one is Courage between 23 and 20. So, yeah, we'll be fine below Honor. We're looking
Do you
good
have a
now.
reading for Kennedy? Oh, I don't see anyone in your flight plan.
I'm going to leave my screen like this for right now.
Sorry for saying again for some up.
So I can come up
Yeah,
here and
do you
change
have
the
a
guidance
break for
panel if need
Kennedy,
be.
or
So
you
there's
can
28. We're below 28. That looks good for Honor.
I'm just going direct if I can get.
We need to make sure we don't bottom out
That'd be good.
at 22 above Bravery. Matter of fact, we can probably dial this back into 3 degrees here.
with you, flight level 340 descending down Freedom.
Let's bring that FPA back to 33 degrees, 3.0 degrees. Bravery is 26 and 22. We're looking good.
The Delta checking
Your stream dropped here? Oh,
Delta
Ron Hopkins. Hopefully it didn't
1776
drop for
with
anyone
you,
else.
flight level 330 now. Delta 1776, Washington.
DC ATIS is on. ATIS information Charlie. DC is saying, 130 at 8, not 310 at 8. Okay, good. All right, so we're out of 26. We bottom at Bravery is 22. We're looking good. After that, Courage waypoint is 23 and 20. So Courage is 23 and 20. We're looking good, chat. We're on a 3-degree path. We're looking so good. We'll take a look outside here.
Washington Center is
Let's control her Speedbird when we need it.
For Kennedy, but I don't know what they're favoring. If they're favoring 0.
D-Dog, it might be, man.
RNAP in there.
Right, I'm trying to find a route here. I can't lay into Kennedy on a direct there.
Like it.
Runway inside, Southwest 11 there, so thank you. Clear visual approach, runway 10.
All right, 24.5.
10, runway 10 direct for 1.
Just double checking everything here. We're looking good. Safe travels. Where are you flying from, to, and going? Travis Charles, we are going into Washington, D.C. My friend, we're on the Freedom 6 arrival. We took off out of Milwaukee. If autopilot and autothrottle were to become unavailable during cruise, would the 320 be okay to destination? Yes, absolutely. Exana, in fact, has been dispatched without auto throttle.
We're done, ready to copy.
74 Delta, very clear to the John F. Kennedy Airport.
Absolutely.
Direct Pansy.
You just have to pay a lot more
November,
attention to what's going on.
Zulu Echo,
It's all manual flying the whole way.
44 to Cameron.
All right, we're out of
Charlie Alpha,
23.
Mike
Double
Romeo,
check Courage
November.
was 23 and 20, and then Pledge is 17 and 15 over here.
Pansy to 1544, and can I get that last one?
So we are right on the money here with our 3-degree path.
Delta, last one went to Cameron. Charlie Alpha, Mike Romeo, November.
I think we do need a Qantas instead of Speedbird, actually. We need a Qantas. Bottom at Courage was, what did we say, 20? Yep, so we're good there. Oh, we've got a little bit of a breakout up in front of us. That's cool. Do we have any radar? We should turn the weather on. before the radar on
Jet
tap.
1246, Boston Center's closed, radar service terminal for train approved.
Oh, look, we've actually picked up ice. Anti-ice wing valve open. Stall protection, ice speed, ice condition. Now we got to rerun speeds for ice speeds. How do we do that?
Endeavour 689, clear at stump.
Or do we just add 10 knots?
Washington 2, Whiskey report 2-way.
Ice, yes.
For hotel.
Look at that. Now our new VREF 33, 39, 46, 89. Is that different? I think we have ice speed. So now this message,
American
stall protection ice speed, will remain on for the duration of the flight. Who's that for? Uh-oh.
That call was for American 210.
Pledge 17 and 15. 17 and 15 at pledge. A little tight.
Aircraft plane just sticked on top of an aircraft there. Say again, your call sign?
Ivamo, 8 months of support. Appreciate you. Glad to finally catch a live stream. Glad to have you on board. Thank you for tuning in last minute, late night here on a Friday. Always a pleasure to have you tune in, Ivamo.
1123, pushes down to the ramp to your own discretion.
133 seems low for a 190 though. Ruh-roh.
American 16 Charles, resume normal speed.
We're going to find out together, A-Rot. There's 18,000 in the transition. Hit the Magic Barrel ref key. No Magic Barrel ref. Is it 2909 or 2? Really? What's ATIS say? ATIS says 2994. Oh, pretty dang close.
Ali Sierra, clear at Cameron, maintain best forward speed.
2909 or 4.
Frontier 16A, so descend now.
17 and 15.
So now down to 210.
For pledge, so we're looking good there. Slight change in our FPA to 3.2. We're going to be just fine here. Matter of fact, once we hit pledge, we're just flight level change down to 14, and then I'll reassess.
German cargo
We're close enough. So let's go
9.55.
flight level change now. Thrust idle. Down to 14,000. I'm going to redo math. After we will. Never is at 12. Freedom is at 8,000 feet. So 8,000 feet from 14. That's 18 miles from Freedom.
Pushing south, ramp your discretion, advisory to taxi, runway 15.
We went below pledge just a tad there. That's all right. Close enough for government work.
7 Southwest 717, ready for taxi.
So we're going to dial in, once we level at 14, we're going to dial in 8,000 on the altitude window. Got the stall protection ice speeds again.
19, taxi via Juliet, cross runway 15 at Juliet. 19 via Juliet, cross 15 at Juliet, Southwest 717. Got 1192 Washington.
All right, there's a cell. I forget, is it A cell or alt I'm looking for?
American 1041 Washington Center, hello, comment time, possible 35, go.
There it is, there's alt. So now we'll dial in 8,000 feet. All right, 8,000 feet is dialed in. Never is at or above 12, which is after we will. So we're just going to start 3 down, so 18 miles from Freedom. That's 5, 10, 17, and 6. So we actually have a little bit of space there, so we'll be all right. We'll actually just start a shallow descent here initially. We'll go past we will just a tad, and then we'll start down. These are all at or aboves. Where are we headed to? We are en route to Washington, D.C. for the river visual. And we're going to see how this pans out because my computer is doing something that's not normal. It's downloading something or updating drivers somewhere, and it's causing some serious frame issues. Have you streamed any flights from the FOC? No, I haven't. I would probably crash. Alright, there is We Will. So we've got a little bit of time here because these are 6 miles until never. So we got a little bit. Dial her in. FPA, and now we'll start down. You got the LDA Zulu 19. All right.
Delta 1123, runway 23 right, taxi Bravo.
We've got the RNAV in the box if we need it.
Southwest 717, you ready to go? Southwest 717, ready to go. 717.
Never's at or above 12. Forget is at or above 11 and 250 knots. So we're going to have to dial the speed back a little bit here as well. Let's go ahead and start dialing this back.
676 Charlie Sierra, cross Cameron at 100250 knots, Kennedy altimeter 29094. Cross Cameron at 11,000 feet.
Alas, bedtime for me. Safe landing and catch the rest in the morning. Mr. Greco,
1682.
have a good night, my friend. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you on the next one. Speed brake action. You can see the ICAS gets populated when the speed brake comes out. That's cool. Just trying to slow us down there a little bit. Yeah, forget is at 250 at or above 11. So we're above 11. Need a little bit more speed brake here on this juicy shot.
Right, 288, runway 15 right, taxi vehicle path. So Vietnam Spirit, 288.
Get us right down to 250 knots. Close enough, 258. Passing over the top of Forget in 3 miles. Shallow out that FPA a little bit. Alright, there we go, over the top.
Caribbean 600, Washington Center.
Set 2 at or above 10 at 250, always at or below 10 at 250, and then Freedom at 8. So we're going to dial in 10,000 actually right now because we're going to get a little bit close.
3701,
We're just going to dial in 10. That'll be our stopping point here for now.
676 Charlie Sierra, speed your discretion. 500 feet of 676 Charlie Sierra, speed your discretion.
Is this a full featured A to B, or does this have non-normals as well? EVAMO. This is an A to B. Hopefully we don't have any non-normals. We're just trying to have a nice, chill flight here going into DC tonight, my man. The small text on the COJ makes flying this star annoying. Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. All right, there's 10,000 feet. Once we level, we'll go 8,000 for Freedom. There's SEP 2. We were pretty much right on it. We didn't even need to level there, honestly.
South of Norfolk, maintain flight 360.
Let's keep it going. 8,000. FPA picks up at our last FPA, which was 2.3. That's pretty cool to see that. So now we're FPA down to... Yeah, we're close enough. Let's filch it. Flight level change out of 10,000 feet. Speed on elevator. Lights are coming on. Seatbelt signs are coming on. And we are on track. Let me get replay ready.
American 1612, clearing Fergie, descend and maintain 6,000.
Flight recorder is ready. I'm off screen for a second. Hopefully nothing crashes. Where's XPU? He's flying tonight from Denver to LA. We should take a Turbine Duke from Denver to LA. Oh, we should land in LA the same time that XP is. We might have to do that, Chad. All right, here we go. Let's pay attention. We want to make sure we turn at Freedom here. We'll make sure we turn the right way here. After Freedom.
American 1242, Washington Center.
There's no more descents, but we need to be at 240 knots. So let's dial it back 240. Speed on throttle. Speed on thrust. Gosh, my zoom viewing is just off today. Yeah, something is going on.
1927 hotel.
All right,
When you have
8,240.
weather and
Toasty 24.
at first flight and then state approach request.
Gifting 5 memberships. Appreciate the support, man. Very, very kind of you. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you pick up a membership from Toasty24, make sure you say thank you. Shout out, man. Appreciate it.
491 at a 2.8.
You, in terms of FMS page and system fidelity, how accurate, complete is this add-on? With terms is FMS, I mean, it's the bones are there for sure. Like the way you work through the flight plan, and it's next, and you get to the speeds, you're done. The bones are there. It's missing some of the what's the word I would use for like internal features inside the bones, like the guts, such as VNAV profile, vertical profile. I mean, that's really all I mean, maybe some other like her functions, but there's really nothing like glaring that's just like this is so wrong. But definitely, I think the VNAV is the biggest part that people are still missing. FPS 13. It's not good, Force Raptor. And that's with frame gen on, so that means something is really cooking.
Error 270, so I'd like to take up that iron as 03 to
something is really cooking. I wonder, do you think it's Vatson? Or Iveo Premium? I mean, I don't think it would have that much of a effect.
American 1612 to set a maintain 3000.
It shouldn't have that much of an effect. There's not that much going on.
FedEx 357, clear direct Fergie to set a maintain 5000.
Direct Fergie to set and maintain 5000, FedEx 357. All right, direct Fergie. We're going direct Fergie, and we're going to set 5,000 on the altitude window.
American 1612, sorry, let's keep it high. Cross Fergie at above 3, cleared LDA Zulu runway 19 approach.
LDA Zulu 19 approach.
Flight level change down to 5.
Delta 1776, cleared at direct Fergie.
Maybe it'll smooth out here as we get down. We'll see.
Delta 1776, direct Fergie. 1776, thank you to set a maintain 6.
My plane had a reverser unlock at a Portland in real life. America, can you explain that failure to return to Portland? Wait, really? Shakovic, really?
American 1242, plane
I listened to the ATC recording of that. That is a very, very rare failure, Shakovic, and I don't know the actual extent of the unlock that y'all had.
Delta 5, you're trying to call me.
You could just have like a pressurization. You can have a depressurized. You can have an unlock. You can have, just a sensor unlock. Wow, these frames
boy,
are...
Hotel Whiskey back. Boy, Hotel Whiskey, Roger.
Honestly kind of crazy. I've never seen my frames this low.
The weather NOTAMs at first flight, state approach request.
Wow.
Yeah, we got the weather working across.
But, yeah, it's very rare, and your crew did a good job getting you back on the ground. Because if that thrust reverser would deploy, like fully deploy in flight, it can be very, very dangerous for the aircraft. But to mitigate that, they shut it down. So on the ATC recording, it shows that they said that they were shutting down the aircraft. They shut it down. That way, if for some reason it did deploy, there's no thrust going through it anyway. So they shut it down out of precaution.
Delta 5, New York City's closed.
That's pretty wild.
Frequency change approved.
This is... We got the river in sight. Mid-X 357. We got the river in sight here in DC, if that helps.
Mid-X 357, Roger. Just set a maintain 3000, clear river visual runway 19 approach.
Set a maintain 3000, clear river visual 19 approach, Mid-X 357.
American 1612, the Regulin 120 runway 19 forward.
We're not cleared out of American.
Attention, all aircraft rally information, Gulf current, changes runway 5 left.
Alright, what we're going to do, chat, is I'm going to disconnect the autopilot. I'm going to turn the
thanks very much, wind 1108, runway 15 right.
Flight director off. Let's see what she does in managed speed here. Let's activate
Decent
approach
4000
speed.
Delta 1776. Delta 1006, reaching 6000, reduce speed to 180.
Let's extend flaps 1. Let's get the speed brakes out. We are way high.
Fenix 357 is 6 and trial with American A320.
We need the gear now.
At Reagan 1209, runway 19, call in.
Recording's on. We're going to dive and drive.
Fenix 357, 6 and trial over American A320, runway 19, call in.
Runway 19, clear to land, FedEx 357. Yeah, this is going to be...
American 1242.
We're just way high,
be
man.
the Hyper 9 arrival, runway 19 center transition. The Dallas altimeter remains 29
You're just
and 93.
way too high for this. I mean, look, we're at 3,000 feet here.
And Delta 1776, just confirming we're cleared 3000.
Delta 1776, sure, you can descend about, you're cleared to 4, but you can descend about maintain 3000.
Just
at
slip it.
Fergie, cleared LDA Zulu, runway 19 approach.
Descent 3000 at Fergie. Cleared on the LDA Zulu, 19 approach, Delta 1776.
Delta 1006, speed 180, then descend and maintain 4000.
Do the first and 4000.
Come on,
Delta
baby.
1123, radar contact, altitude 11. Delta 1123, radar contact, altitude.
Yeah, this is...
1123, thank you. Clear to Danso, climate time, flight 380. Verify flight level 380 as we follow.
I'm not going to go around because I don't want to land in these frames again. We just got to make it. We just got to somehow...
Runway 288, radar contact, altitude.
1,200 spirit
Runway 288, thank you. Clear to Turb, climate time,
Forward
flight
slip.
level 360.
Forward slip on final. This actually might work. All right, bring it out. You ever forward slip an E190 in the DC?
Delta 1776, we do have the river in sight.
1776, Roger, cleared river visual, runway 19 approach.
Cleared on the river visual approach, runway 19. Delta 1776.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, completely forgot about you. You still there?
Oh, jeez.
69 Alpha Par, Roger, cleared to the Charlottesville airport.
Stable clearly.
The direct maintain 4,000.
I didn't even flare.
Oh
my god.
5353.
That was not what I wanted to happen on this approach, but we got her down. Hey, we were over the numbers at 50.
69 Alpha Par,
I
Roger,
did all that work,
17
A-Rod, just to
forward,
freaking plan it down, dude. That will definitely leave a mark. There was no flare. That was an A-Rod landing right there.
69 Alpha Par, thank you, runway 16.
Oh my word, we're going straight to the
cross
freaking
runway
ramp.
20.
We're gonna clean it up. Flaps are coming up. We're going straight into the gate area here. I'm done. Just had spine surgery. I don't need another. Oh my gosh. Yeah, apologies.
American 1041 descent via Cat
My apologies.
South Charlotte. Sorry,
We're going to take this gate right here. That's exactly how I landed in my last recurrence. Oh my. See, now on the ground, the frames aren't that bad.
Got a 1006.
I bet y'all never forward slipped an E190 on final into DC, though. I caught the wine gray shirt. Plane is cooked.
Got a 1776, the Regan 1208, runway 19.
This was technique only, folks, not necessarily.
Clear land runway 19, Delta 17.
Oh my word.
American 1612 on Juliet, crossing runway 4.
I wanted to have a nice, juicy, smooth landing with looking at juice views, looking at the DoubleTree off the right-hand side. Instead, we're all going to the chiropractor and getting spine surgery. At least we stopped it right on the money. All right, we're going to disconnect from
Got a 1960.
disconnect. Replay in G's. All right, we're gonna stop the recording. We're gonna just go right into it right now. And you really want me to launch G's, y'all?
80 knots.
Oh boy, let's launch G's. Here, while y'all look at this, let me, maybe the replay won't be that bad on frames. Let me launch G's. This is gonna be. I don't want to launch it. I don't want to launch G's, chat. I don't want to. Can we not launch it? I really don't think we should. I don't think it's necessary. All right, it's gonna be choppy for a second here. I got to reset the source for G's. I really don't think this is necessary, chat. I don't think you need to see this. Okay, G's is ready. Oh boy, here we go. 1.5 G's. It's gonna be hard. There was no flare. There was just. Remember when I said that a stable approach leads to a stable landing? Well, how unstable was that approach? That was not borderline unstable. That was 110% illegally unstable. Look how high we are over these. Over the hotels over here. I mean, the livery looks good though. About out the left side, we get a good. Oh, look at that! I'm gonna take a screenshot. You get to see the full-blown Washington Monument from this altitude. At 13 FPS, I don't think frame gen does anything. There is a minimum. Yeah, I'm not sure. But this is where we start to slip it. There we go. We're slipping it on the turn. How about that flap though? Flap is looking juicy. You notice that G's is not that accurate on the replay anyway? Good. I hope it's not accurate on this one. That bank angle was something to be desired, wasn't it, Aviator Nick? Good to see you. 200 knots at 1500 rad out? Yeah, but look, as we crossed the numbers, we were on it. Look, we're on speed. 100 feet, stable, clear to land. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Ooh. Holy shit. That was every bit of 1.5. Try it again. That was every bit of 700 feet. Oh my god. Even the spoilers went back down. There was too much G-force, they couldn't come up. Oh my word. Let's see what it looked like from outside. I mean, the sunset's pretty. Alright, you guys ready to see the landing gear get crunched here? Oh! Look at this, hold on. Look at, let's get up close and personal, hold on. Flight Navy would be proud. Yeah, he would be. I mean, I'm just glad we didn't land on the nose. I thought we might have hit the nose gear first. Let's find ourselves a good view up close and personal. Go down, there we go. Alright. Oh! Watch it in slow-mo. Kablamo! Oh, this is 110% of Kablamo. Let's watch a half-speed Kablamo. Oh my gosh. I mean, at least you see the struts working. One more. I mean, we don't crunch it this hard. Normally, we gotta. Oh, I'm done. Hey, we were on centerline though, for the most part. All right, we're gonna end it there, chat. I'll give you one pseudo replay to watch here. Because I got to get ready for the Duke stream later, because I got to restart my PC. I got to figure something out here because this is all jacked up. So I'm going to end this one. I appreciate y'all for tuning in on this one. Again, apologize for the 2-day delay here on this E190 stream. We're going to stream it up tomorrow before I go to work, and Sunday and Monday. So The content will be coming fast and furious until we pack everything up. Thank y'all for tuning in. I might try to time a landing in LA with XP Shack. We'll see what I can do here. I got to pick up a Piston Duke stream here, but I got to do some PC restarting because this is not sustainable. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday evening, and I hope you have health insurance after this one. Y'all take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'm V1. See ya.